Hey everyone, Sebdoy here. Today you will code with me a CNN model able to recognize handwritten numbers. So let's dive in. Okay guys, so the goal today is to create a model able to recognize handwritten digits. So for this model, I will use the framework TensorFlow. So the first thing we need to do here is to import TensorFlow to import the block we need. Okay, so it's working. Now what we need to do? We need a dataset. The dataset is the MNIST. The MNIST is available on TensorFlow, so we need to load it. Great, so it's pretty fast, so that's good. The first thing we need to do with this dataset is to discover the data. It's a good practice to know what you are working with. So we'll add a little bit of text here. I will put this collab into my GitHub, and I will put my GitHub into the description of this video, so you can explore it if you want, or just use the code. So first, we will just print the shape of the X train and the X test, Y test and Y train, and after that, we will plot the data, the first data, for example. Okay, guys, so for the X train, we have 60,000 images. The images are 28 by 28. We also have the label, so Y train shape, and we have the test. So it's 10,000 images. A good practice is to take around 10% or 20% of your dataset for the testing part, and the other images are for the training. The test images will not have an impact on the weight because the training will change the weight with the training part of your images. Okay, so we have a 5 here. Just let me check what is the label for this one. Great, it's a 5. Another thing we can do is to print the matrix for this data. So it should be code with 8 bits. So it's 1 byte. So the value of this image go from 0 to 255. So let's print that too. Okay, so here you have 255, you have 0. Okay, so here we have a little problem because we need to train the model with pixel between 0 and 1. So we need to normalize this data. It's pretty simple. We just need to divide this matrix with 255. So let's do this too. Okay, so now the data is normalized. We go from 0 to almost 1 here. So that's good. Okay. Okay, so I will just add the images of the model we will use. Okay, so this is the model we will use, the model architecture. Like you can see, we have 2 convolution, a max pooling, 2 convolution, a max pool, a flatten, fully connect, which is the dense layer from TensorFlow, and an activation softmax. Okay, so a good practice here is to see we have like this part, which is here, and we have this part. So we will create 2 functions. The first function will be for the convolution and max pool, and the second one will be for the fully connect part of the model. So let's start. Okay, so this function is for this part of the model. We have like the first convolution, second convolution with kernel size 3 by 3. So kernel size 3 by 3. The number of filter it's here. So in 32 and here it will be 64. Okay, and we add the batch normalization to help the training. Okay, because the batch normalization we normalize the activation of the weight. Okay. So now what we need to do is to create function for this part, the fully connect. So what is the fully connected? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dense block. So let's create this function. Okay, so now we have this part of the model. Here you can see there are dropouts. So the dropout will put some weight to 0. It take like 10%, 0.1. So 10% of the weight will be at 0, and this helps the model to learn over patterns. Okay. Okay, guys. So now we have this, and we have this. So we can create our model. So first thing, we need to create an input. Now we have this part, create. So now, guys, we have the architecture. So the input, the two convolution layers. Here we have the flattened right here, and we have the fully connect. So what we need to do next is to add the activation softmax layer. So okay, so now we will add also the model that compile, just to choose what loss function we will use, what is the optimizer, and what are the metrics we want to work with. So the suggestion here is cross entropy, that's good. Adam, it's good, and we work only with the matrix accuracy. So that is perfect. Okay. So now we will create our model. Okay, guys. So this is our model. So we have, like I say, two convolution, a max pool, a batch normalization, an activation 1, which is the rel U, I think, yes. And after that we have the flattens, and 1, 2, 3, 4 dense layer, the dropout right here, and the last dense. And after that the softmax. So this is good. Now we have the model. We just need one thing. Like I said just before, this is our data, and this is the label. So the label or the number handwritten on the images. But our model will not work with that, because the model will return a probability for the image to be this number. For example, here the label is 5, so this means this is 100% a 5. So what we need to do is to Okay, so what we need to do is we have, for example, a 5. It's a 0% chance of to be 0, 0% chance to be 1, etc. But it's 100% a 5. So now you understand. So to do that, we will use the two categorical. So So why this? Because our data go from 0 to 9. So we have 10 classes, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, guys? We just need to print maybe a white train just to see if it is working well. So okay, so just remember the white train 0 was a 5, and here it's 0% to be a 0, 0% to be 1, 0% 2, 0% 3, 0% 4, 100% 5. So it's working. Let's go. So a good practice here is to keep the history. So the history will keep. So is the history right here will keep the accuracy, the loss, val accuracy, val loss, evolution, and we can plot it. Okay, guys, so now it's time for me to take a break, and we will see you in a couple of seconds. Okay, guys, so now the training is about to be done. Oh, it's done. So what we need to do is, firstly, a good practice is to plot the accuracy and the val accuracy. So let's do this. So this is our accuracy here in blue, and this is the val accuracy. And now we need to test our model. So let's do this. Okay, guys, so now it's time for the test. Okay, so we have this image for the first input, so we can see a 0 and the prediction is 0. For the second one it's a 2 and the second one is 2. Okay, so it's working. Okay, guys, so that's it for this first code with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to follow me on LinkedIn too, and if you want you can leave a comment or leave a video idea for the next video. See you next time.